9/11 was an inside job, and here's why. For anyone who doesn't remember the attacks I am talking about, they were in September of 2001. Hijackers from the Islamic radical terrorist group Al-Qaeda coordinated 4 simultaneous terrorist attacks, crashing commercial airplanes into the Pentagon and each of the twin towers of the World Trade Center. The passengers and the crew of the 4th plane managed to subdue the hijackers and crashed into a rural field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, instead of the intended target, which some think was either the White House or the Capitol building. This tragedy was a live media disaster. People were glued to their televisions. Over the next few months, the US government led a UN invasion of Afghanistan. And just a year after that, the US was considering an invasion of Iraq. For reasons. This was the beginning of what we now call the global war on terror. And no matter what your political learning is, it is hard to deny the impact the 9/11 attacks and subsequent war on terror have had on our modern world. They are a little quieter today, but at the time there were plenty of media and protesters out there who argued that what we saw on September 11th was not all it appeared to be. From the day of the attacks, media ambiguities, dodgy reports, and the sheer gravity of the event led many to formulate all sorts of conspiracy theories against whatever group they wanted. So to begin digging in, let's look at all the theories that conspiracy theorists have made over the years. They range from highly technical questions about structural engineering to literal accusations of lizard aliens orchestrating the attacks from their moon base. Some conspiracy theorists say that the US government intentionally looked the other way and let the attacks happen. Claims to this extent mentioned that the 9/11 plans had been on the CIA's list of potential plots, but that the Bush administration had ignored it. Air Force had also been conveniently doing air drills that day, meaning that the military was hobbled and was too slow to intercept their hijacked airplanes. Others point to insider trading that happened before the attack was quote-unquote evidence that it was premeditated. For example, there are a number of odd stock decisions made just before the attacks. American Airlines had spent the last few days receiving a large amount of put options on their stock.